Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. Man, oh man, oh man. Do I have one for y'all today? Me and you just might get mad today. You just might. Women, too. You really gonna get mad. I want to know, and I want y'all to be honest. Men, is this lady saying the true facts about men that all of you, she said every last one of you are attracted to teenagers?
What?
Is that true? Put it on down there in the comment section. Now, I don't know what age teenager she's talking about. She's talking about 13, 14, 15, 16. But either way, teenagers. Let's say you are a 40-year-old man, 50-year-old man. Would you date an 18-year-old, still a teenager? Okay. What about a 19-year-old? Would you date one? Remember I told you in one video that I heard someone say, when a woman has her cycle, when she starts menstruating, she is considered a woman because she can have what? She can have babies. But men, I'm going to tell you, and the teenagers, I'm going to tell you, the mind is not there though. The mind is not like a woman. Oh, it's not. Maybe the body, the physical body, some of them looks like a woman, but the mind. But do you think some men care about the mind? Teenagers still think like children and act like children. But they only looking at one thing. The body, y'all. Am I lying, men? Put it on down there. Now, I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna tell me you're attracted to teenagers. I know you're not. Some of them are cute. Some of them have nice bodies. Some of them are. But if you are any type of decent man, you would not go there, okay? You would not even look and admire a teenager. You wouldn't do that. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even look at another woman and admire her body and thinking about what you could do to it. You wouldn't even do that if you were a decent man, a godly man. But we know what? Most men ain't godly. They're not. I'm going to play this video for you. Okay, like I said, y'all, you're going to be hearing the background noise. I don't have anything on the wall yet. I'm going to sound like an echo. I kind of rigged my ring light. Hopefully it works and don't fall down. But I'm just telling y'all, okay, pay close attention to this video. Share this video. Like this video. Okay, watch the whole video all the way through. Do that for me because it helps me out. All right. Now, I thank the people who do so. And I thank you for the PayPal, the Cash App, the Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you so much for that. GabbyRidge.com and Knickknack Haven coming soon, y'all. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm telling y'all, this little lady, she's speaking some facts, y'all. She is. It's about, 6 minutes long, I think. Yes, I'm going to go in and out because I have to. I got to do it, y'all. For the people who are impatient, just come back. That's all you got to do. All right? Here we go.
I want to once again mention to married women that most of your husbands are attracted to teenagers because most men are attracted to teenagers.
Is she lying? Are most of you guys attracted to teenagers? If you could hit it, y'all know what I mean, and nobody would find out, would you do it? Would you? Would you continue to tip over there to see the teenager meet somewhere in a park, at a hotel, somewhere? Would you continue to do it? Would you do it if no one could find out about it? I know y'all ain't gonna answer that question truthfully. I already know that. Because they will tear you up down in the comment section.
So just because a man has a wedding ring on, it doesn't automatically change him as a person. It definitely boosts his life and boosts his status and boosts the convenience of his life.
So they like the convenience of marriage. That's what she's saying. Still don't mean they're not a dog. It still don't mean that. Now, I'm not saying all of y'all are dogs. I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you, out of 100%, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to say 90% of y'all are dogs and cheaters and liars. Well, Sandfay, women date younger men too. Women date teenagers. They do it. Yeah, there are some scumbags like that. Women, yeah. But the majority of women do not. Y'all know that. Y'all just want to throw women under the bus too, like men. But the majority of men, they would date a teenager. They would sleep with somebody younger. Most women are not attracted to kids. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, there are some that is. But the majority are not. So y'all can stop saying that. You can stop it.
But it will not change a man's innate nature. There is almost not a man alive that would not go for teenage girls if we didn't have laws. We are not a more civilized country because these men are human. Doesn't matter their skin color or where they're from or whatever.
If we didn't have laws, men would be marrying teenagers. Men would be sleeping with teenagers. Men would be doing unthinkable things with teenagers if we didn't have laws. Y'all, if it was not a crime, put it on down there. I know y'all probably saying, well, they did it back in the Bible days. They did it way back when. They did it back in the 30s, in the 1800s. They did it. They did it, y'all. They did it. They did it. So just because they did it, you gonna do it. Just because they did it, you think it's okay to have sex with a child who is not mature yet. You think it's okay. Easy to manipulate. That's why they do it too, y'all. You think I'm lying? Do you? Go to hell then.
We simply have laws here. If you took away those laws and men were allowed to have sexual relations with teenagers, marry teenagers, things like that, that's what they would be doing. That is their preference.
Yeah.
That is why girls go on OnlyFans at 18 years old and make millions of dollars in one day off of married men.
How many of you, be honest, caught your husband watching women on OnlyFans? How many of you caught your husband watching porn? Put it on down there in the comment section. How many of you women let your husband watch porn and you're okay with it? And y'all watch it together. My ex-husband used to try to pull that mess. He watches porn, want me to watch it with him, and to me it's disgusting. Especially when you see two women licking and fondling and doing the unthinkable to each other. Two women. And I asked him, think about this. How would you feel if you were sitting up here watching two men getting down? Why would me, a straight woman, a heterosexual, would want to sit up and watch two women licking each other? Why would I want to do that? Man, y'all don't think. Y'all don't. I told him no more. I'm not watching him. Because when you first get with someone, you try to please them because that's what they like. That's what they like. Okay. But see, you don't know what he's thinking in his head. Is he thinking about the woman in the video while he's banging you? Is he? Are you thinking about the man that's banging the woman? Because he has a big dang-a-lang. Yours? Ooh, your husband? That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving right along.
This is why young girls are constantly being approached by married men.
Mm-hmm.
This is why social media videos of teenage girls dancing have millions of saves. That's not other teenagers saving that. That's grown men saving that for their own use.
Grown men saving it? Yeah, you're going to have some teenage boys, because they mannish. That's what we used to say back in the day. They mannish. They're nasty, they filthy, they do things that they shouldn't be doing, they mannish. So it's mostly grown men saving it. Pedophiles. How do they even get an account to do that? That's what I want to know. They lie about their age. I don't know if they have to show a driver's license, ID, or whatever. But these online sites, these dating sites, and just sites need to do better when it comes to protecting children. They need to do better.
Men like bodies that have not been altered by time, meaning they don't like stretch marks, they don't like cellulite, and they typically don't like women who have gained weight due to pregnancy of harboring their babies.
Now, when a man comes to you and says, baby, do you still love me? Do you still like my body? Am I still fine? He going to look at you and he going to lie. Now, don't get me wrong. Some men tell the truth, baby, you need to lose a little bit of weight. But they know if they say something like that, what's going to happen in the bedroom? Nothing. All right? So they love the tenderoni bodies, the teenager's body. Now, not all teenagers got good bodies now. Not all of them do. But a lot of them do. They like the no stretch marks. They like the smooth skin. They like the tightness. Your body ain't tight no more. It ain't tight. All right? Okay? They wishing and hoping and wanting to lay down with that teenager. And you don't even know it. And they sitting right next to you.
Putting your body at risk for their babies. They are, for the most part, honest to God, disgusted by that. Men see women like something non-human in the way that they should not look like they lived life. Men want women for the commodity, for the most part, and their services. Women always think that their husband won't cheat and would never do something with a teenager given the opportunity.
Didn't I tell you about men? Stop saying your husband won't cheat. Didn't I tell you to stop saying that? Some of y'all husbands have already cheated and you don't even know. And some of them are still cheating and you don't even know. You just gotta pray to your God, okay, that your husband is a decent man. But you can do all the praying you want. A man is going to do what a man wants to do. I'm just telling you.
But you have to think logically. If you really think that if you put your husband in a room with a teenage girl and there would be no consequences and no one's going to know and stuff like that, you really think that he's going to say, no, I'm good? Or even a grown woman, for the married women who think that their husband would never cheat on them just because he loves her so much.
Right.
You think if there's a beautiful woman in the room and she's begging him to have sex with her, no strings attached, no consequences, you think he's going to say, I love my wife so much, I can't do that.
Will your husband do that? Men, will you do that for your wife? Now, a lot of men would do it. Well, not a lot of men. I don't mean that part. A lot of men would cheat. That's what I'm trying to say. With that woman if they think that no one else would find out. Am I lying? No, I'm not. If no one else would find out, they would do it. So this woman is spitting out facts right here. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all get mad at her all you want to, but she's spitting out the facts. Men can tell you. Put it on down in the comment section. Tell them.
I think he's truly going to say no, especially if you would never find out and he can go home and still have his comfortable life and his wife waiting on him hand and foot.
But he going to come back a seconds, thirds, fourth, fifth, sixth, and a whole lot more.
It's not realistic when you think about it in the real terms. And so that's why I think a lot of married women don't think about things too in depth, because when you start thinking about it, it's going to start to affect your peace. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of...
It's affecting some of y'all peace right now because, hell, you already know what your husband doing. Y'all already know, but you're sitting there and you're taking it. So don't complain. If you're going to sit there and take it, do not complain. If you're not going to do anything about it, do not complain. Sit there and stay idle and keep taking the crap. All right? All right.
Married women have to live in delusion to be married to these men. Most men cannot pick from a huge array of women because they don't have the status or the power or the luxury to do so. So they have to take what they can get.
So can you imagine? Y'all, can you imagine a man with money, what he could do with women? P. Diddy is a prime example. Money can buy you almost anything.
Have to pick a wife who can put up with them or is flattered by their words or whoever that, you know, that they can convince into marrying them and making her think that that's a good idea and she's going to have the ticket to the good life. Then they're going to settle into normal average life. Mm-hmm. But I think it's completely delusional to think that that's the only vagina that he's going to want in this whole world from, let's say, age 25 to death.
The only vagina. Women, be honest down in the comment section. When you married your husband, everything was fine. Do you think that your husband, well, let me put it this way. Do you think your vagina is the only vagina that your husband has had after 30 years of marriage, 40 years, 50, 20, hell, I'm going to even say 10. Do you think your husband only been banging you? Put it on down in the comment section.
It's almost impossible. To find a faithful man for your entire life is almost impossible. It does happen, but it's almost impossible.
Now, she said it does happen. I mean, there is some out there, but a tiny few. Tiny. Real tiny.
And that's all I'm saying is just try to live in reality just a little bit. Because like I said, I'm saying this from the best part of me. And I'm saying this from things that I've seen, from things that other women have seen out in this world. Everyone's husbands are hitting on anyone. They're knocking on every door, looking for a quick fling, Ooh. A quick thrill. It's not that they want to leave their wife. It would take a lot for them to leave their wife because they have so much luxury and convenience there. No one's really going to want to give that up, especially with all the time that they invested. Usually finances are tied up into it. So
they don't want to give up the moolah. They don't want to give half of your 401k, half of the savings, half of the house, half. That's why they stay, some of them. That's why, even when the children are gone, she can still get half. You think it's over when the children's gone, she can't get child support. That's what my ex thought. Okay? Son turned 18. I got half.
It's cheaper to keep her analogy. So it's not saying they're going to leave their wife. Most men are looking for a fling, though. Mm-hmm. They're looking for a thrill. Men like variety for the most part. It's crazy to think that a man in his nature and the way the man is wired is to say, that's it. I don't want any other woman. Even if she throws herself at me, there's no way. Because you have to look at your marriage. What evidence is he showing you that he loves you so much? Almost nothing. Women provide the magic and the spark.
Let me tell you something. Some men show that they love you. They'll show you. But really and true, they be lying. They have to play that role. Okay? Because they know they're doing something they ain't got no business doing. Some men are stupid, though. Some men are stupid. They don't play that role. They find somebody they like that they sleeping with. They start acting funny towards the wife. But see, the other man is smart. He know he's got to be the same. He know he got to keep bringing those flowers and talking sweet nothings to his wife. Because she don't know something is wrong. She's going to know it. So, yeah.
Marriages. Women even provide the magic and the spark to sex lives. But truly, they're the ones doing the lingerie and trying to make everything exciting and fun for him. Men almost put no excitement into relationships. It's
especially when it comes to bedtime. We gotta try to look cute. Like she said, wear nice lingerie to excite you. When you ain't doing nothing to excite us. You think that dang-a-lang is just exciting by itself? Do you? Huh? How about get out there and do a dance for me? Do a dance, okay? I want to see you dance. Move right along.
The woman keeping the magic alive. It's usually the woman remembering anniversaries and making life feel special and magical. It's a woman making holidays magical and stuff like that. Who wouldn't want that? He's not going to give that up. But that doesn't mean just because he's married to you that that he has a ring on his finger, that it changes a man's nature. If anything, I think it makes them pursue other women more because he has less stress on his shoulders because he has a vagina locked down in the house. So everything else is gravy. Everything else is bonus. It actually relieves stress for men in a lot of ways. There's a reason why they say married men and single women are the happiest demographics of people.
Ooh, did that pretty girl, did she tell the truth, y'all? They got a vagina locked down. Locked down vagina. Locked down. You know, men, I'm just going to say it. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. Men got to have a vagina. Somewhere, somehow. If you won't give it to them, wives, girlfriends, they're going to get it from somewhere else. I'm just telling you the truth, y'all. Put it on down there, man. Let them know, okay? They got to have a lockdown, like she said, vagina somewhere, okay? Even if it's locked down, they're still going to go out there and experiment with other vaginas. You don't think so? Huh? You would never know. Never. Because I'm telling you, some men are really slick, y'all. I want y'all to go down there in that comment section and tell me, is she right about the men and the teenagers and the young women? As long as they legal, you know, some states, they can be a certain age. I think Georgia is 16, if I'm not mistaken. What is your state? Put it on down there in the comment section. I would like to know, okay? So you tell me, is a 16-year-old right in the head? Is she mature? Does she have a woman mind? Even though she might have a woman's body. Does she think like a woman? Does she act like a woman? This is what I'm saying. Is she mature in mind? Is she? Put it on down there. Let us know what you think. I'm telling y'all, this woman ain't lying. This woman is not lying. I'm going to move on, y'all. I'm going to move on because my nose is trying to drip. It's trying to drip. Ooh, Lord have mercy. With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.